So, what if I told you that you could create a viral, faceless YouTube channel, one that pulls in some serious cash using only free AI tools? I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it is happening right now. Let's break down the exact method one creator is using to make this a reality.
First things first, let's talk numbers. The channel we're looking at is pulling in, and this is a conservative estimate, over $8,000 every single month. And we're not talking about some channel that's been around for years. This thing is brand new and has just completely exploded. And the speed of it all, that's what's truly insane. This level of income was hit in just 4 months. 4 months, with only 31 videos uploaded. And in that tiny window of time, it's already racked up over 71,000 subscribers and millions of views. Okay, and here it is, the big secret behind the whole operation. The content isn't just AI assisted, it is 100% generated by AI. There's no face, no voice recording, nothing. And get this, each video is cranked out in less time than it takes to watch an episode of your favorite show. So naturally, this leads to the big question: how on earth is this even possible? What are the exact steps, the tools, the secret settings they're using to turn simple AI prompts into pure profit? Well, that's what we're about to unpack right now. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with a solid foundation. You want to maximize your earnings right from day one, and to do that, the channel needs what's called a high RPM setup. RPM just stands for revenue per mil, which is a fancy way of saying how much you earn for every 1,000 views. And the cool part is, the entire branding process can be pretty much automated. You can use a tool like ChatGPT to spit out a high-authority channel name, a pro-looking logo, and a description that's perfectly optimized for search, all with just a few simple prompts. Now, that AI-generated description, it's more than just a block of text. It's basically a cheat sheet for the YouTube algorithm. It tells it exactly who your channel is for, what problem you're solving, and why it's important. This one simple step helps YouTube figure you out instantly, which is huge for getting your channel discovered. Okay, this next part is where so many people trip up. They just stick with the default settings. To really juice your ad revenue, you need to set your country to the United States and your language to English US. But the real kicker, you set your category to education. Why? Simple. The education category attracts the big spenders. Think software companies, online courses, advertisers who pay way more to get in front of an audience that's ready to learn. So, with that high-earning foundation in place, we can move on to the really fun part, the content engine. Think of this as the AI assembly line that takes a simple idea and turns it into a fully finished, engaging video in just a matter of minutes. It's basically a four-step process. First, ChatGPT writes a script that's literally engineered to go viral. Second, a tool like 11 Labs creates an incredibly realistic voiceover. Third, Google's Gemini designs a consistent character you can use over and over. And finally, Gemini and another tool called Grok generate all the images and video clips you need. And that script? It's not just a story, it's a blueprint designed to keep people watching. The prompt you feed to ChatGPT specifically asks for all these key elements, like a mid-video retention spike, to make sure your audience stays glued to the screen until the very end. Now, a really clever part of this whole strategy is the consistent character. Instead of just having random AI faces in every video, you use the same character every time. This is huge for building a recognizable brand and makes the whole channel feel way more cohesive and professional. And here's a little pro tip that makes a massive difference for your visuals. Don't just dump your entire script into the AI all at once. If you feed it in smaller chunks, say 30 to 40 lines at a time, you get much more detailed and accurate prompts for the images and videos for each scene. So the AI generates all the raw material, but a little bit of polish is what really makes it shine. This next stage is all about simple editing tricks that give the video a truly professional feel. Honestly, the editing process is pretty straightforward. You start by chopping out any silent gaps from the voiceover to keep the pacing nice and tight. Then you sync up your visuals, add some snappy transitions and sound effects to make it feel dynamic, and just clean up any background noise. But the real secret sauce is in the details. It's not about just slapping on any old transition. It's about pairing specific visuals with specific sounds. You know, like matching a push-right transition with a click sound. It's these little things that create a super seamless and pro viewing experience.
The video is done. Awesome. Now for the final and, you could argue, the most important part, launching it for virality. Because let's be real, a great video is totally useless if no one ever clicks on it.
The secret to an amazing thumbnail is all about psychology. This prompt asks for a 3-panel structure that tells a tiny little story right there in the image. This visual narrative of problem, confusion, and solution is incredibly powerful for grabbing attention and getting that click, especially when people are just scrolling on their phones. And the exact same logic applies to the title. The AI is prompted to create something that does 2 jobs at once. It has to appeal to human curiosity, that's the viral part, and it has to please the YouTube search algorithm, that's the SEO part. You get the best of both worlds.
And finally, here's a simple but super powerful checklist. Naming your actual video and thumbnail files to exactly match your title. That gives YouTube extra data to work with. And for a US-based audience, uploading between 8:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday or Monday means you're hitting that absolute peak traffic window.
So when you put this all together, what you have is a complete, repeatable system for creating profitable, automated content. It's incredibly powerful, and honestly, it's accessible to almost anyone. Which leaves us all with one final very big question to think about. Is this the future of content creation?